We're going to do a little twister rocket. I figured out how to work that out yesterday. Should go pretty fast. Let's see what happens here. Create a part studio. I'm going to rename it the Twister. Or just Twister. Twister. Okay. Now we're going to start just like we started the other rocket. We're going to look at the top plane. I'm going to sketch on the top plane. I'm going to draw, let's see, I think a 0.72 inch circle. And then I'm going to draw a 0.82 inch circle. And now I'm going to extrude this to the height I want just the fins to be. So I don't know. Let's just say your twisty fins are going to be 3 inches. Be 3 inches tall. Are going to take up 3 inches of the vertical body tube, or the vertical fin tube. Then let's just extrude that to that value, about 3 inches. And if you want 4, then do 4. But I'm just, let's just see what 3 looks like. So now I've got this tube that's 3 inches tall, and I'm going to wrap a helix, I think just once around it. Let's go find helix. It's up here somewhere. It's with my constraints. It's going to be down here somewhere. There it is, helix. And I just want turns. I just want one revolution, and on this face here. So there's my helix. Gosh, I wonder, that's too twisty, isn't it? How about 0.5? Can I do that? Yeah, good. That's better. Maybe even still too much. How about 0.3? Oh, I kind of like that. 0.3 or 0.25 or something like that. I'm just going to look at 0.25. I might come back to 0.3. I think 0.25 is great. Let's just go with that. I mean, you can fiddle around with the different values and see what they look like. You can come back here and mess with it to see how it changes. But there's a quarter of a turn of a helix, right? It goes from this plane to that plane, quarter of the way around a circle as it goes up the tube. Now what I want to do is see where that meets. It's meeting right at this plane's intersection. So right there, right here, I'm going to draw a shape, and I'm going to sweep that shape up the helix path. So I think I'll sketch on this plane, the top plane, and I'm going to grab a center, no, I'm going to grab a corner rectangle. Corner rectangle, and I'm going to get close here, and I'm going to draw the cross section of my fin. So I'm just looking at the circle. I'm just kind of trying to feel it out, not doing math, of course. I think maybe the fin should be, that far off the body or so. I'm trying to make those two equal, like that, so it takes up equal space on either side. Maybe just change that to a good old-fashioned 0.4, and change this to a good old-fashioned 0.025, 0.025. Okay, now I've got a shape, and I've got a path, and so I'm going to sweep this face on this path, and I get that. Cool. All right. It's about right. I'm going to go ahead and accept that. And then let's see here. I think what I'll do next is, I'm going to circular pattern it, but I want to get it just right before I pattern it, so I don't have to make adjustments to multiples. So I think what I'm going to do is, there's a front plane. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to sketch on the front plane and make this a little bit, this is the top, this will give me the top of the thing, and I don't want a square edge going into the air. So I'm going to sketch on my front plane, and I'm just going to get in here close so I can see what's going on. I want to cut this so it looks more like that. Looks more like a fin. Now I'm going to go up here, over to here, and down to here, and I'm just going to do a removal extrusion. I might have to do symmetric since it's on a plane and the fin goes both directions. I'm going to remove material. I think I'm going to do symmetric just to get everything, make sure I get everything. Yeah. And then now I have that. So that's a better leading edge. Okay. And the other thing I'm going to do is, well, gosh, that's awfully thin. I think I should go back to my sketch 2 and make this thicker, because all my fins are 0.1. I'm going to make this like, well, let's just go with, let's just do 0.1's a little thick though. Maybe let's go 0.05 and see how that looks. That looks better, yeah. And I want to be, I don't want it so thin I can't put a fillet on it. Now these are squared off edges. That's a sharp corner, that is too, all this is. So I'm going to get my fillet tool going, and I don't like these sharp corners. I'm going to get rid of that guy. In fact, I'm going to make that a pretty big fillet, like maybe, see if it'll take 0.5. Yeah, see how that's rounding out, that's better. How about 0.7? Better still. Okay, so I like that. The other fillets can't be that big because I'm going to do these edges. They're going to have to be really small, like 0.05 or smaller. So how about 0.05, new fillet, 0.05. You'll see what I mean when I get in here. I want that edge to be rounded a little bit. And let's see how that looks. It's a little weird. I think it's, even that's too big. 0.05, 0.02. Yeah, that's good. So it did that corner. I'm going to do this edge here. I think I will, let's see. Did I get this one here? Yeah, it looks rounded out. I think that's rounded out. Let's see what happens there. I'm just rounding out these edges here, so it's not a sharp cornered thing going up. And these guys too, that following edge and that following edge. I'm rounding them out. I didn't like that last one. I'm going to just leave it here and take a close look. I'm trying to get it so I like it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm trying to get it so I like it enough to do a circular pattern. Ooh, one complication comes to mind. I wonder how we're going to do launch lugs if we got fins rotating all the way around. Might have to drill a hole through a fin so the launch rod can go through it. Let's deal with that later. I think we're going pretty well here. Let's now do our circular pattern. It's up here somewhere under linear pattern, circular pattern, entity to pattern. That axis of pattern, either one of these circles here, and it's defaulting to 4. That looks pretty good, but maybe 3 would be better. Ooh, yeah, I like that. 3. Okay. So now we got this twisty pattern. A couple complications, but easy enough. You know, you're going to want to put threads on the bottom to hold the motor in place, but you can just, bam, grab this circle here and extrude it down a little bit. Oh, grab the fin too. Don't know if I want that. Let's see. I think I might have to do a new circle, unless I can get it to choose this without the fin. Yes, it's choosing this fin here also, so that's not good. We don't want to do that. So whoops. Let's just do this. Those circles are easy to draw because they're just let's draw on this surface here. Bang, right there on that edge of that extrude sketch. And that was a 0.72 and a 0.82 circle. So that's pretty easy. 0.72, bam. And also another 0.82, 0.82, bam. Now let's extrude that. That won't bring a fin with it. And we don't want an inch, but maybe we want a 1/4 inch or something, 0.25-ish. Let's see if we can put threads on it later if we decide we need to. And then we're going to do the same thing on the top because, you know, this isn't a full rocket yet. Let's see if I can just choose the circle up here or if I also grab one of the fins. Oh, that might just come like that. Let's see, extrude that. Oh, good. Yeah, that works out just fine. So, you know, I don't know how tall you want it. Maybe another couple inches or something. The whole thing can't be over 6 if we're going to print it. So what do I have here? I have 2. This was what, 3? Yeah, so I'm at 5 1/4 right now. That'll print just fine. I'm going to leave it like that. Now I see 3 different colors. That means I have a bunch of different parts. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I think, actually, wait, before I do that, let's put the ring up inside here. Right, so we want to put a ring up inside of this thing, just like the other rocket. We're going to add a new plane. It's going to be, what, 2.5 inches up. So new plane. Where's my plane tool? I chose, yeah, plane. Um, um, and let's see, where'd it go? There it is. So there's my new plane, and I want it to be, let's see, the engine's 2 3/4 inches long. I want a 1/4 inch sticking out. Let me think for a second. I want a 1/4 inch sticking out. I got a 1/4 inch here. That's a 1/2 inch. And so 2.25. 2.25 inches is where I put that plane. And I say, okay. And I draw on my new plane. Where did that plane? Plane 1. Sketch. Look right at the bottom of the thing. And I'm going to draw a circle that's bigger than 0.72, but smaller than 0.82. That is the same one. I missed the center. I'm going to try that again. I want to draw a circle that goes into the material. See that? See that? It's going right into the material, but not through it. So that's one of my rings. And the other one just has to keep the motor from going up into the body. So let's see, this was 0.72. Let's bring this back down to, I don't know, maybe 0.62. Yeah, how about 0.62? So just click it and 0.62 it. And I got that, and I'm going to extrude it, not towards me, but away from me, because it's going to take up space, right? It's going in the right direction, but I don't want to go an inch. I need like 1/10 of an inch, 0.1. Or maybe 1/8 of an inch, 0.125, and 1/8 of 1 inch. And now I've got that little ring up inside there. And the reason I rushed ahead and did that was because I want to Boolean this thing. I'm still thinking about that launch lug. Let me look at the top. Oh, we can put a launch lug right there. That'll be fine. Let's go ahead and do that. Launch lug, bam. So those are going to be just draw on the surface and a 0.2 inch circle anywhere. 0.2 inch circle, and then on top of that a 0.3 inch circle, 0.3, and just extrude it to, gosh, I don't know, 1/2 inch, an inch. We'll go with a full inch. We'll go with that full inch there, and I'm going to move that tube, and I'm going to transform. Transform will be up here. Nope, it's under here. Transform that thing by XYZ, and I'm going to drag it. It can't interfere with those fins, though. So I've got to be careful where I put it. Get closer. We're pretty good here. I want the launch rod to go right through that circle and not touch a tube. Not touch a fin. So we're pretty much there, right about there on that axis, but I don't want it that low, I don't think. No, I definitely don't. Let's look at the left side and bring that up the body a bit. Maybe right above the fins, right up in here somewhere for a launch lug. And I think I like that. Let's just go ahead and accept it, see how it looks. Yeah, so we can put a rod right through there and it won't hit those twisty fins. Now I've got all those parts. I've got a bunch of different parts here, but I just want it to be one part. So I choose everything, and I Boolean it together, and bam, there it is, the first twisty rocket. And you can go ahead and make the nose cone as you would with any. Oh gosh, you know what you want to do here, though? You know what you want to do here is add a fillet to there. That'll make it stronger. Not 0.02, maybe 0.05 or something. Maybe 0.05-ish. Yeah, a little bigger. That'll bond it better to the body. Same thing right there. Another, and then this leading edge we're going to round out a bit because it's cutting into the air. Oh, it didn't like that. I will get rid of that and do a freshie up here. A fresh fillet on that. That's good to go. The only thing I want to do, gosh, I want to go back to an early, right before my circular pattern. I think what I'll do is quickly suppress this, and I'm going to add another fillet here. Look, right there, that seam. I want that to be filleted so it's strong. Same thing on this side. Fillet that so it's strong. It didn't like that, so we got to get rid of it. And do it again. Fillet on this side as well. Bam. Bam. It didn't like that. It's interfering with the other fillet. Maybe I'm just going too big on it. Ba-ba-ba-ba. I will go fillet right here. 0.05. It should work. It's turning red. Maybe it's too big. 0.03. Didn't like that either. But fiddle. So I'm going to stop here. Why don't you fiddle with that? I got one side to go. Not quite seeing why it's not doing the other side here. Maybe fillet 5 is just too ambitious. I'm going to turn that to a 0.03 and see if it'll now take a 0.03 on this side too.
What's up, Max?
And I think it did. So, oh no, it didn't. You can see me about that. We'll work on that part. That's just details. Let's unsuppress that circular pattern. Unsuppress the circular pattern, and our fins will pop back out, and you are good to go. There's a good start on your twisty rocket. Oh gosh, that fillet went right up the side or something. Something weird happened there, but that's okay. We can fix that. We can fix that. Okay, that's enough for now. Talk to you soon. Roger Dodger, over and out.